Excuse me, my sources indicate you were in a warehouse recently. Did you by any chance forward a questionable shipping note to a Mr. Thax?
Area, let's consider this extra stock surplus. Ship the rest to Thax at his normal destination. He'll never miss a few lost pieces. Oh, really? I did? Why do you want to know?
It looks suspicious, so I passed it on.
I'm a representative for Mr. Thax. He's very grateful to you. Please accept this as a gift for bringing the shipping irregularities to his attention.
What will he do?
What happens to the shipping agent who was cheating Thax?
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct her mistake.
Okay, listen, give Thax a full refund, do you hear me? He knows, I don't know how, it doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now, and then get your ass someplace safe.
Do you need me to help find the shipper?
Do you want help finding the person who cheated Thax?
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. Mr. Thax will be making a series of polite calls. Hopefully a confrontation will not be required.
Well, then I'm happy to help, I guess.
It was my pleasure.
Have a pleasant day.
Well, that was interesting. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Queen 3210, and we are finally done with Ilium and moving on to the next portion of the mission. Now, what I've done is I've actually plotted ahead of what I'm going to do. And normally I was just going to play by the seat of my pants, but with the way things are going, it seems to me that I need to be a little bit more organized. So I have come to the decision to, like I said, I'm basically using the numbers randomizer website to figure out the order of which I continue with the story. And we have finished with everybody on Ilium, so now we're moving on to the rest of the crew. And the next person up on the docket happens to be Jacob.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
You left a note with Chambers. It's obviously affecting your duties. If you wanted to talk to me about it, Mr. Closed Lips.
The yeoman said you wanted to see me. What's this about, Jacob?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase.
Uh-huh.
But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
Okay.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I agree, it has been way too long. Like, first of all, why did we only just get the ping 10 years after its disappearance? It sounds to me like someone finally activated it, and that leads to reasons on how and why they would activate it.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
Right?
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
I'm thinking the elusive man sent it to him. It would make sense.
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operation stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you.
Fair.
And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it, even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am, and as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
Yeah, you may say that, but you might react differently if and when we actually get there, so...
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
Well, okay then. Seems like a straightforward enough mission. Probably got lost, because the planet, I guess, might have come across as unhospitable. Or uninhabitable, rather. Everybody but certain people could have been wiped out. Anyways, we don't know. We don't know very much about this, but as I said, loyalty missions are important because if we don't complete them, the team remains distracted. So, yeah, we're gonna look into it.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
And I fully expect that this is going to be way bigger than what he's letting it on to be. So that's where we're going. But that's, yeah, we'll see.
So, Commander, even your Asari are trained killers? Get everyone at the same store or something?
Right? Okay.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Samara feels like she could shoot me in a very tranquil way, which does not make me feel any better about it. And Thane seems like the strong, sensitive, murdering type. You know, those are always great to have around, a real cuddler. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Joker, I love you, man.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Okay. Moving on. Yeah, there are some kinks, as you can tell. Like, for example, Shepard's head sometimes continues to look in the direction that you were just in.
Jack would like to talk with you, Commander.
Yeah, Jack will have to wait because there's a queue. Now we are finally leaving this area. Also, oh, shit. Hang on a sec. We need to refuel. I was going to talk about the upgrades that we got from Samara, and obviously Thane as well. I thought they auto-filled, I guess not. Planet 2175 Aya.
Anomaly detected.
Yes, fine. Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible this is an as yet unexplored garden world.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback.
so I guess we're picking up some ezo along the way.
Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
Let us go. So, like with Miranda's mission, Jacob is a must. You have to bring him with you. And based on his commentary when he joined the group, we're going to add Thane too. So far, it seems like a nice planet. Very Earth-like in a way. Sort of jungly. But we shall see if that lasts.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Good to know. Dane, put away the sniper rifle, please. Thank you.
Change weapons!
Rearming.
Good. Now let's go. I just want to do a quick pass. Check to see if there's anything of note. And it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. So I guess we move on.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Right? Which brings up the question again,
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Or they should have anyway. Partial officer's log.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Already that does not sound promising. I know we can talk to him. We're not going to talk to him just yet. We're going to get some...
Repeat, toxology alert.
Oh.
Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology.
Oh, good.
Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
Okay, so it did automatically get set up initially, but someone
Repeat,
shut it off.
toxology
Oh my god, shut up.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Okay, first things first. Local food and neural decay. They mentioned something about people not understanding what was being done to them and forgetting about what had happened to them before the bruises showed. So that already sets me on edge.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation.
Oh, good.
Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Okay. So basically, it's very Earth-like in the sense that we can breathe the air and the atmosphere, but just don't eat the food. Got it. It's been 10 years, though, so it's very unlikely that they would be able to hold out with all of their food stores on the ship unless they did rations, at which point some people likely had this food, and oh dear God, I think I have an idea of what happened, and it does not make me happy.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Interesting. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, so basically they moved on from the beacon probably after deactivating it, but somebody came back to reactivate it before returning to wherever they are, because obviously we would have run into somebody otherwise.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity.
Oh, beautiful.
The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Theoretical recommendations?
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world.
Oh.
It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
I see. So basically, because it was created off-world, we don't have the specs to know how it would hold up during a crash. And from the looks of it, it did not hold up very well. It was not tested before it was put out from production. Great.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Oh, okay, so somebody's covering their tracks. Somebody who's still alive. We've just learned that Ronald is still alive. Which means he's likely at least partially responsible for the record being deleted. If not for having paused the beacon in the first place. Shit.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
I doubt that ship carried 10 years worth of food.
Yeah, Thane's thinking along the same lines as I am. Partial crew logs. Oh boy, I do not like the implications of that. This quest is gonna make me feel icky, isn't it?
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
Okay. So they still had money lying around here. I mean, they probably couldn't use it, so small wonder that it remained untouched. Let's hear what this has to say.
After a crash, you can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Oh, good. And it sounds like Ronald Taylor isn't exactly cut out for leadership either. Great. Just fucking perfect. So, here's what we know so far, guys. When the ship crashed, the captain died. And Jacob's father, Ronald, was promoted to acting captain as a result. So basically, they just bumped up the chain of command. The food and fauna here is unedible, or inedible rather. It causes neural decay. And it looks like some of the crew who kept their faculties about them took advantage of the crew who likely ended up having to resort to eating this food. And thus, their mental capacity was affected and reverted them into, I don't want to say childlike innocence, but that's probably close to what it probably ends up being. And yeah, this mission is icky. Jacob, your dad doesn't sound like a really nice guy. I don't see why we're here when you're worried about him, but I mean, it is what it is.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power.
Okay.
Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Calm down.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue...
Hold on!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Trouble coming!
Oh boy. One falls and one's lifted in the air. Oh, I see you. Fucking hell, Jacob. This is your mission.
Come on over! You're done! Good shot! Target down!
Neural decay doesn't quite cover the reality of it.
Right?
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like he's letting this go on.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
I mean, I wouldn't say she's lost it, Jacob. I think she's lost the capacity to explain it. That's not the same thing as losing it. Losing it would be the fucking animals who resorted to making these people this way. However they made them this way. Probably by forcing them to eat the damn food. Because the only way that I can see some people keeping their faculties is to simply put, hide the healthy food, I could say.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Is to basically be hoarding all of the good food stores and forcing everybody else to eat them.
Status settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Yeah, and you need to fucking calm down.
Only we remain.
As I said, he's getting emotional, and I knew this would fucking happen. Hi.
They have the same uniform as our attackers. Definitely not as aggressive, though.
They're all female, though.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay.
Called it.
You are cursed with his face.
That is not a good sign. That is a very, very poor sign, and it looks like I'm right, and your dad is a fucking piece of shit asshole.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
Probably for the same reason why he didn't activate the beacon initially.
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Right?
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
No, okay, whatever.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Why would you get punished?
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
What the fuck is it even supposed to be?
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This mission is very icky.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Like, I mean, I don't really know what to say. Like, he definitely looks like he's taking advantage of these people. Your dad is a piece of shit. Oh fuck.
Even Terminus pirate clans rarely kill their own crew to enforce discipline.
Right?
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Sounds like it, yeah. More money that these guys aren't gonna need. Like, I feel really bad about looting shit that doesn't belong to me, especially in areas where it's obvious that people are around, but at the same time, they're not gonna use it. So...
Please, here. You could end it.
Yep.
You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What is it?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later.
Yep.
The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the Mechs on them.
Pretty much. So literally confirmation of what we already knew. This guy is a piece of shit. And I've said it since the beginning when we got here and we started taking in stock of the mission. But yeah, no, this guy is an absolute fucking piece of shit. But what I didn't quite realize was that the beacon itself had been damaged during the crash. But thinking back, it had said that it had been activated after about a year, just over a year in fact, and then shut off until recently. But yeah, no, he fucking, no.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets.
Yep.
And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
No, he didn't.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe.
Right.
All killed within the same week. about a month after the beacon was repaired.
Okay, so basically he kills the other officer so that he can remain on top and I guess live like a king?
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
No, I don't either.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Exactly, I'm thinking that too.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest?
Right?
Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this.
No.
I need to find this man.
Yeah. And potentially put a gun to his fucking face. But I'm a good girl, so... Because I'm a good girl, I won't be dealing with that. Maybe run faster next time, Jacob?
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
Yeah, okay.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Yeah, he is. He's hoping that we didn't see any of the logs. And we'll assume that he was a prisoner and that he is a helpless victim, but he's not.
The post corpse looks like it's been here years. Like a warning. These others, maybe a month.
The hunters started fighting back.
Yeah, they did. That's probably when they started fighting back.
Attack exceeds unit defenses.
You're mine now.
Go in peace. One step closer.
Really?
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
Right?
Go down to the sea.
Shotgun! Get over here. Yeah! Charge him up!
Oh boy.
Come on over!
Ah!
He had his fun, and now he wants out.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
It's getting a little too hot for him. So he's trying to make tracks. That's literally what he's doing. He's hoping we're stupid. We're too stupid to ask questions. And to figure it out ourselves.
One falls.
Target down!
Yep, there's more over there.
Gravity's what we mother.
clean kill.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Uh-huh.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father. Hostile drone!
One pause.
Ow.
I've got him!
Fucking hell.
It will be done.
Sure thing.
Defenses offline.
Fuck.
Targeting error. It's going to explode.
Yeah, it did.
Spread your matter to the sea. Go to the sea.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Right? We will. In a minute. I just want to loot. Just want to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything, and then we will deal with him. I don't see anything else I could potentially loot. Oh, wait, there's salvage parts. Where? Oh, right there. Derp. Okay, let's go deal with this asshole and figure out what we're doing. Oh, and there's PDA too. See, this is why I look around. Hey, asshole.
More blood on my hands.
Yeah, but it's justified blood, Dane. Calm yourself. Yep, that's Ronald Taylor, alright. Just checking to see if there's anything else I can grab, and nope. Okay, let's go deal with this fucker.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the Mechs scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew acting, Captain?
Right?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
I'm Commander Shepard. You've gotta know who Jacob is.
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Yes, Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
Right?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hope to leave it at that.
Really?
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
Right?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable.
Uh-huh. While taking certain perks, right?
Happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
Yeah, the perks.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
Pretty much.
Can't point to where it all went wrong.
Oh, yeah?
But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Oh, really? Yeah, because you guys would have had to face some serious jail time for abusing your fucking people.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident.
An accident, okay.
Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the Mechs.
Uh-huh.
I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled
Your
down.
people.
Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
Right?
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about you. Everything.
Pretty much.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Right.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Pretty much. But, despite everything that you've done to these people, we can at least try to undo the damage for this.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Right?
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Right?
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
No, you fucking
I'm 10
didn't.
years past believing that.
And Thane's like, don't even. So I earned a level, now level 20. Survivors from Aya are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional Cerberus support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by experience. Oh wow, is that what you'd called it? Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father and is now focused solely on the mission. He's got a new outfit. Or rather, barrier. Okay, so he gets barrier. Interesting. Soaks up huge amounts of damages. He's got a new outfit. Cerberus funded 15,000 credits. We found 13,500, which tells me that we probably missed some. And element 0 found is 500. And we got an achievement. And the game just crashed.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Good. In the meantime, we need to check on Jacob and figure out how he's taking things. I mean, it's not every day you find out that your father's a monster.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Okay. So, my initial thought was wrong. It wasn't Tim. And I actually believe that because he's been a smirker every time he sent me in danger, and then I come back and confront him about it.
Ash said the Alliance got a tip about me and Cerberus. Was that you?
I may have let it slip that you were alive.
Wow.
With Cerberus.
You petty fucker.
The lives of my friend, my crew, and that entire colony, just to lure the collectors there?
A calculated risk.
I knew I couldn't trust you.
Edie told us the distress call originated from the collectors. You betrayed us, just like I knew you would.
We're at war. The collectors are taking humans, and every minute we waste is one more we give the enemy to prepare.
So, yeah.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
Right?
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did. But I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Fucking hell, Miranda! Why?
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private.
Oh!
Shepard, Jacob.
Surprised about Miranda?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Wow. Boy Scout Jacob saying that he's not really a great guy. That's an interesting thing.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison.
Right?
Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Well, let's go. I mean, you've definitely learned from example of what not to do.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Yeah, no worries.
Anytime, Jacob.
Okay, so now we're gonna follow up with Jacob. See what he has to say here. If he has anything to say.
Thanks for diverting to the Gernsback, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
Just want to talk, dude.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
I mean, okay.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
And I guess that's it. Jacob has closure for his family. His father was a fucking piece of shit. This mission was goddamn icky, and I'm just glad that it's over. And it seems like as good a time as any to put an end to this video and put this whole segment to pasture. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like or subscribe. If you didn't, then leave a comment below letting me know how I can improve. Downvotes, once again, don't tell me anything, they just tell me you didn't like the video. So, until the next time, guys, ciao.